I am Doc Almond, a curriculum and e-learning specialist. Welcome to the channel that helps you learn fast and teach smart. COVID-19 introduced us to a new normal. The education sector had to quickly change. In this critical time, we need to work together. In the last few weeks, I sought the advice of Filipino teachers abroad, Cerise Suva and Henny Fabre of Auckland, New Zealand, Love Latosa of Indonesia, Romel Agno of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Michelle Hermoso of Saraburi, Thailand, Davis Apas of Notonburi, Thailand, and Grace Salibe of New York, USA. They shared their experiences of teaching through the pandemic and offered practical tips we can all learn from. Our team edited interview clips to create videos on various topics about remote learning around the world. You may watch this video independently or along with other related videos from the interviews. This is a special episode in 2 parts. While the other videos in our teacher interviews gave you quick tips, these 2 videos go deeper into giving you insights about remote learning in different parts of the world. Please keep watching because there's more to learn.
The strategy that's being asked for us to do is 3 options for families. One is 100% virtual, and second is 100% in-person class, and then third is a hybrid where kids go in 2 days in-person teaching and then they do the rest of the week at home virtually. Unfortunately, those options are only for students. Teachers like myself have to go in 5 days a week to do in-person teaching, but the capacity obviously is only 50%. Like I'm expecting 22 8th graders in my homeroom, only half of them or less than half of them will be in class every day. Our classrooms have been edited down into distance spacing 6 feet at least from each other, and I haven't seen it. I'm going in on Wednesday, and a lot of sanitizing protocols have been put in place. But basically what's going to happen, I will be teaching in front of the class with 7 to 10 kids in the classroom. The rest of them will be home watching me teach. I'm not doing 2 lessons. I'm doing 1 lesson for everyone. It's just that half of them are at home and the rest are in class. And since I teach a departmental level, 7 and 8, we used to let our kids transfer or switch classrooms for every class. This time, they're not allowed to move to another classroom, so only teachers can switch. So since I'm a science teacher, if I need to teach 7th grade, I have to go to their classroom for the next class. So that's going to be the one that's different. And then we use Google Classroom. We've always used it since the pandemic hit, since we closed down middle of March. So we will try to go paperless, wherein every work done in classroom or at home will be on Google Classroom the entire time. So I will only see their work on Google Classroom. No papers will be sent in as much as possible. Tests, projects will all be online, even for the in-person students. So virtual was not hard for us. So as soon as Monday rolled in, all of us went virtual. So we were asked to teach at least an hour live, and then the rest they had to do on their own offline. That's how we did it from March till the end of the school year in June. Public school did not have an easy time. It was, I think, June already when they actually got technology or devices to their kids. Fortunate for us, we switched right away following week. Kasi our kids are used to Google Classroom.
Oh yeah, because you've been using it
even before. So the switch was not drastic, so it was good. And for me, since I'm departmental, so all 4 classes, if I'm a 7th grade student, I just go into my classroom and I see all my subject teachers all the work is posted and all the schedules for live classes.
The New Zealand Ministry of Education actually just gives guidance. The different schools have autonomy on how to deliver online learning. It really depends on the community the school serves. So we use the platform Google Classroom. So we use this to communicate with our students and to put our lessons, our tasks, schedule Zoom meetings.
In addition to what Tri said, it actually depends on the kind of school that you have. Because as far as other schools are concerned, for example, we just happen to be a Google school. We are actually an official Google reference school. We host international summits through our school, and that's why we are using Google platforms. But at the same time, other schools use Windows-based platform. For example, other schools who are actually more well-resourced, they are using Apple-based or iOS. So it really depends. It's basically depending on what is easier and affordable for the school and the community.
Our school has been using Google Classroom for a number of years now. So incorporating that with traditional teaching. So there's still the lecture going on, but then we use Google Classroom for school tasks, assignments, whatever activities. When the government announced that we had to go on lockdown, the first lockdown, we were just given 2 days to prepare for that. It wasn't that hard at first because the students and the teachers are already familiar with a tool. We just told the students, all right, you just check Google Classroom every day at home and we will be uploading the work that you need to do there.
The government has been proactive in somehow trying to do this 21st century learning. And for a number of years, if I'm not mistaken, 6 years already, it's giving free scholarship for teachers to start learning new ways of teaching based on the most current findings of researches in education. And so somehow I volunteered to study, and because of that, somehow I felt it gave me the confidence to be ready for this situation. But it's a very tricky idea because it requires really a big change in mindset. I call it a paradigm shift in thinking, in learning, and in teaching.
Our teacher friends from New York and Auckland gave us a lot to think about. Even if COVID-19 caught us off all guard, some schools did better than others. Those who were applying 21st century learning and blended learning even before the pandemic hit did better than others. The challenge to most educational systems now is how to learn fast so they can teach smart. Stay tuned to part 2 of this video. This is Doc Almond of our eLearning Strategy PH. See you soon! Thanks for watching this episode. This is Doc Almond of our eLearning Strategy PH, where we learn fast and teach smart.